Adam's been on 2 retreats, actually. So he came on one retreat about 3 years ago, and then came back the next year. And I asked him, I said, "Yeah, do you want to come up here?" Yeah. And when he was coming back, the second time, I was like, I might have to change some stuff, throw some new stuff at him, What if he does the same old thing? And so I called him beforehand. I said, why are you coming back? What do you want to get? And he said, I just had such an amazing change in my life this last year. I want to see what happens this year. So can you tell us about what was your life like before you did the Vision Quest? What was your process like when you were there? And what is your life like now that you've done it?
Hey guys. This book here is so good for you, Ricky. I was really
made with love.
Firstly, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
When I found Rick, I was in a messy place. Like, I was in a very, very dark spot. I was living in Los Angeles. I had an animation company, and I was there because Rick said tonight that when death creeps a little closer, you get clarity really quickly. And I wouldn't say death crept closer, but I had debilitating anxiety, panic attacks that were horrible, and vertigo. So I literally couldn't walk in a straight line without my body I lost my middle ear. And all from stress. And so a girlfriend of mine in Maui said, go and do Rick's retreat. So I went over there, and I was in such a dark space that when I got there, I really couldn't find joy in anything. And the night before the retreat, we were having dinner, and Rick got me into gratitude, which was a really big thing. Like, for me, I was such a miserable bastard at the time that he started with, well, let's talk about your dinner that's about to arrive here. And we were sitting there on the Indian Ocean and waiting for this, and he explained the architecture that went into the stones that built the rotunda that we were sitting in on this cliff, and how the food that we were about to eat that was going to be carried out to us and served to us, where the food came, and who tended to it, and how it arrived to be on our table presented by these lovely Balinese people. And he got me straight into gratitude, which was something I was so out of touch with, living in Los Angeles, in this metropolis. And I had the most extraordinary week. I sold my animation company. I had no idea I was going to do that. I sold that while I was on the island, literally, because I thought, fuck this, I'm 39 years old, I'm supposed to be successful, and I'm not. I'm miserable, I'm not loving life. I was in a very dark, unhappy place. And so I was in my board shorts. I sold my animation company because I discovered that what I truly loved was teaching people and talking to people, but I had some stuff that went on in my life in my early 30s that completely undermined my confidence. I had no confidence to teach people anymore. I had real issues around self-worth, around that whole area. But this quiet little whisper from my soul is, that's what you should be doing, Adam. That was there to test you and to make you better. And so I wrote down that I want to teach people, and my gift was teaching. At the same time, I built an Amazon business in the US. And I love teaching people how to do it because it was the only business I'd ever seen that I could literally believe that most people could learn to do it. And I was already teaching my friends and family, and I was good at it. And so I decided to do it, and I said, I'm going to start this course, and I'm not going to bullshit people. I'm going to tell them it's hard. I'm going to tell them it's tough. I'm so sick of the hype and crap in this industry, and I want to do it this way. And all the people in the industry said, it'll never work. We're not going to promote you because you can't tell people it's hard. You can't tell people it's going to take a year before you'll make any money. And then if you're successful, you won't make any money in the second year because you'll put all that money into growing the business. So nobody would promote it. We struggled for a little bit, and then it took off. But I said I also wanted to have cause. I wanted to give. And because Rick got me so jazzed up about how many blessings I'd had in my life, and I became famous in my area. When I got home, people thought I was crazy because people would ask how I am. I'd look them in the eye and say, I am amazing. And they'd say, what the hell is with this guy, Mr. Amazing over here? I said, no, seriously, I am freaking amazing. And I said, do you know what it takes to, I woke up this morning, I can see, I can breathe. I'd forgotten all this basic shit. I was taking everything for granted. And so I started to inspire people to remember that they're amazing, just one-on-one. And I just started to spread Rick's love, really. And my business just took off. And not only did the business take off, we wanted to give. So we wanted to do microloans through Kiva. For every course we sold, we do a microloan. We've done nearly 3,000 microloans in 2 years. we started to want to give to people in Bali there's 4 million Indonesians that are needlessly blind. So with cataract, that they can be healed. So we decided to start sponsoring villages, and now this year there's probably nearly 500 Indonesians walking around that were blind in January because of the direct giving that we gave through our business. We took 60 or 70 of our students up there with us. So, and the business just flourished beyond insane. It's become probably one of the most successful courses of its kind in the history of Australia in 2 years. And I get to do what I love, and we get to do good, and none of that's mutually exclusive. Yet I was shitting myself when I first realized, when this little voice said, Adam, you need to go teach, you need to hold a selfie stick and talk to people, and you need to get your voice out. And Rick, one of the things on that list in my eulogy was I wanted to be the guy that said, I believe in you, at that moment in someone's life where nobody else did. And I think that was a really powerful thing. If you can speak into somebody's life at the right time, as he did into mine, such a beautiful gift, and we all have one.
And
So
we all need to hear it.
Yeah, it's pretty serious work that we're doing here. So we don't take the time to breathe. We don't take the time to remember how freaking buried in abundance we are before we even start. And the minute you reconnect with that abundance is the minute you won't believe what comes into your life. You just won't believe it on all fronts. And you just got to get out of the fucking way. Just get out of the fucking way and shine, because everything will, I'm buried in every kind of success you can imagine, but most importantly, heart success. For the first time in my life, the best thing I ever did in my life was start giving to other people in a real way. And it's just so fulfilling, and now I'm humbled by the success on every level. And this guy's the one that I call him my happiness mentor, and that's why I came down here tonight, because whenever I can support Rick, I will, because he changed my life. So if you can give yourself the gift of getting to the retreat, it is the best way to do it, because you get away from everything, you don't have any distractions, and you can deep dive into taking back control of your life and tapping into that inner voice. We have so much potential. We just need somebody who can create the space and guide us. And this guy here, in his humility and everything, is one of the best guides you could ever possibly find. And what's at stake is your life, the best life that you could imagine. I could tell you so many stories if we had time tonight of stuff that's happened since that event that just would blow you away. If you just say, that's it, I'm surrendering, I'm getting out of the way, I'm going to follow the little voice and take my hands off the handlebars. If you can do that, you'll scare the shit out of yourself where you'll go.
Wow.
So thank you, Rick.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.